At 100 megabits.
Right. Gang. People involved in gangs, huh?
Ayo.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to the My Buddy Eric podcast. It has been an eon, actually.
It's been two
It's been
and a
so
half
long.
months.
It's been so long that Grady died from old age.
Yeah, we don't have Grady today, unfortunately.
That's how long it's been.
Yeah, it's been 2.5 months.
It's been too long. Damn.
A lot's happened.
Lots happened. Tell us about it, Tess. Tell us what happened.
So I mean, I had like a little minor medical emergency. I was stuck in Connecticut for 2 months with my family. So that was no fun.
Stuck with your family, huh?
Yeah. I mean, shout outs to my family. They're great, but also like you can only hang out with like a 70-year-old woman and an 80-year-old white dude for so long before it just becomes awful.
Hey, shout out Dave.
Shout out Dave.
Shout out that guy, huh?
Well, we'll talk about his review of the Super Bowl halftime show
Yo,
later.
let's. Hey, Super Bowl, huh? Let's talk about that. Ice Spice Super Bowl. I didn't expect it.
Yeah. So for context, we're recording immediately after the Super Bowl.
Immediately.
Pretty much immediately.
Yep. And Ice Spice single-handedly won the Super Bowl. I cannot believe it. I don't care what anyone has to say.
We're gonna get it trending. Ice Spice Super Bowl.
Yeah. Ice Spice absolutely overshadowed. Who was the other musician there?
Taylor.
What was her name?
Taylor something.
Oh yeah. James
Travis
Taylor.
Kelce. Yeah, James Taylor.
Yeah, that one. Oh yeah. The one that's
the one that no one likes.
They're dating like the quarterback or something.
Yeah, they're
on
dating the
team.
quarterback of the Raiders or something.
Yeah, this L.A. Lakers or something. Something like that.
Yeah, but we watched the Taylor Swift Bowl.
Yeah.
We watched the Nickelodeon broadcast,
We
which
did.
was an adventure.
Criminal. Criminal. Fuck.
They had like bad VTuber SpongeBob and Patrick and Sandy Cheeks there.
Which made it all the better.
And I think the VTuber Sandy Cheeks, they had like someone with a face rig down on the field.
Yeah, and it kept fucking up, and it was giving me like, what's that? Like, it was creepy, honestly, at points, but it was.
It was like pretty scuffed. Like I feel like there's a lot of VTubers who've like gotten this better that don't have millions of dollars to run this. Like on.
Wait, was that an earthquake just now? Or am I geeking?
No, it's just my upstairs neighbors. They're loud as fuck.
Dude, the house shook.
Yeah, it happened.
Hey, if Tess's upstairs neighbors are watching this, y'all gotta calm the fuck down up there, huh?
Shout out to the other neighbors I have that are perfectly normal and not the people who live upstairs.
Yeah, Taylor's up. I mean,
Yeah, Taylor Swift upstairs.
Taylor
Calm the
Swift
fuck
up
down.
there. She just landed her private jet.
Yeah, that's
that was
what
what that was. She's landed a private jet up there.
For real though, like we've talked about this a lot, I feel like, but like a lot of people are being like just terribly sexist to Taylor Swift on TikTok. And there's no reason. There's plenty of other reasons to hate Taylor Swift.
Yeah, people are just mad that women and football are going together. Like, oh, woman in football. That's not supposed to happen.
It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, hate her for the private jets.
Hate her for
like,
dating a 17-year-old or whatever.
For fucking like a 17-year-old when she was like in her like mid-20s.
Yikes.
Like, there's plenty of good reasons to like not like her.
Yeah. But to be like, oh, they show her on the TV too much. Can't have women in football mixed together.
Yeah, it's just not a good reason. It's just not a great,
kind of
not a great look.
Not a great look
the
on
American public.
y'all out there, huh?
I
feel like everyone's bad energy is what caused Taylor to win, bro.
Yeah, probably.
Like,
probably. I mean, honestly though, like part of me is happy that they won because of that.
Not a single part of me is happy just because fuck the Chiefs.
I mean, okay, so like fuck the Chiefs, I guess. I don't watch fucking football. But like I'll trust you. Fuck the Chiefs.
Fuck the Chiefs,
like,
dog.
For what it's worth to me, it's like I don't know. I'm so stoked for all like the angry dudes who are gonna be yelling about Taylor
The
Swift on TikTok
motherfuckers
tomorrow.
are gonna be like, Taylor Swift doesn't deserve it, man.
Like I'm gonna hop on that tonight and like be watching those going to sleep, and it's gonna make my night.
Yeah,
Right? Like
that'll be great. It'll be great. Yeah, all the people that were terrified of what is happening
yeah,
coming
so
to
it's-
fruition.
Yeah, so it's like I don't know. There's an upside to it.
That's the truth. Yeah,
But also Taylor Swift has had it too good for too long.
she has like
Time for the gulag, Taylor.
What?
Time for the gulag.
Oh yeah, I agree. Take her to the gulag. Hey,
The gulag goes crazy.
Gulag, take her to it, bro. We need to get Putin on the phone right now. He's going to hijack one of Taylor's planes and put her in the fucking Gulag, all right?
Yeah.
And then we're going to have the Travis Kelce rescues Taylor from the Gulag arc. You know, it's like they're going to be following him as he like treks through the mountains of, you know, the Euro Mountains or whatever the fuck. Get to the Gulag.
You're talking about Call of Duty?
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
He's in the fucking the
See, I more know the gulags from like my terrible arc is like a tanky and like 20.
the
50.
tanky? What do you mean by this?
It's a tanky. It's basically like someone who's just like communism is the way. There is no other way. Like, you know, communist China's never done anything wrong. You know,
except
like maybe,
like
maybe you know, like you had a China flag on your wall and you had like a like Russian thing. You know, you're like Stalin did what he had to. Like, you know.
Oh my god. That is madness, actually.
That's just kind of like where I was in 2015, but
That's a terrifying. That's like the motherfuckers who were like, that was like the Kanye show where like, hey, listen, Hitler like wasn't that bad.
okay, so like hear me out. My point wasn't
Stalin was pretty bad.
my point wasn't that like I liked Stalin. My point was more just like if Stalin was like a necessary step to socialism or communism, that it was like a necessary step. But I don't really subscribe to that anymore.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
And neither should you out there, tankies.
Yeah.
It's okay. You can stop anytime.
You know what they need to bring though? They need to bring the
What?
social credit system to America.
Tell me more.
We need the social credit system here in America. God damn it. All right. But instead of like, oh, you talk bad about the president, it's you know, you talk bad about Taylor Swift and your social credit goes down.
I feel like we're not far away from that if Grimes like gets her way. Did y'all see? Did you see Grimes like on Twitter going crazy?
No.
She was like tweeting. She's like, if it's like if it makes me a Nazi to like love white culture, then I'm a Nazi type shit.
So she loves white culture?
Yeah.
Let's talk about this. What is white culture? Like, what even is that?
KFC, Taco Bell.
Yikes, bro. Grimes, it's not a good look. I'm going to be honest with you.
I mean, Grimes hasn't had good looks since she fucking fucked Elon Musk.
This is true.
And that's where the good looks ended for Grimes, I think.
This is true.
For reference for the listeners, we've just upgraded our setup.
Yeah, true. We are no longer filming on a Spider-Man camera.
Yeah,
we got from McDonald's.
Yeah, we were filming on like a Logitech webcam that I've had for like 8 years.
And now we have had a massive upgrade to like cinema quality. So
yeah, now we're recording on a Sony FX3.
True.
So times are different.
Times are true.
I think we're gonna have to get a wider lens to film everybody on the couch. But
yeah,
until Grady's back, until we have guests, I think we're in the clear.
Once Grady's back from the gulag, I guess.
I think we're gonna have to do 1, 2, 3, like cozy in the middle, but it'll be worth it for how things look.
That's true. Hey, my buddy Eric Watchers out there. If you notice the difference right away, let me know. Would love to hear it. Would love to hear if you notice the difference. Honestly, that'd be good.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be shocked if you didn't. I think we're also gonna mess around with some different kind of looks in post. Like I think we're gonna try a film look for a little bit.
Oh, that'd be cool.
We're gonna try some stuff.
It's gonna look. Yeah, we're gonna do something.
I also want to do like the cinematic crop on it.
I don't know what that is.
Nice to look at. You know how like you see a movie, there's black bars.
Oh yeah, that'd be interesting.
Crop.
That'd be interesting. I've never seen a podcast shot like that.
I've seen a lot more podcasts lately that are 4:3, like they just bars on the side like an old TV.
That's whack. That's fucking.
No,
whack.
4:3 is like the next wave. I think.
No, 4:3.
I think 4:3 is on the way back.
4:3's okay. If you're trying to look old, it looks cool. I think.
Yeah. No, so I think 4:3 is like interesting, like creative constraints too, and like a creative look.
Yeah.
Like it's more boxed in. It's a little bit more intimate feeling.
Nah, fuck 4:3. Honestly, I watched the Avatar: The Last Airbender, and it's in 4:3, and I was just like, man, wouldn't this be so much better if it wasn't?
That's fair.
I was like, imagine if this wasn't in 4:3, wouldn't it be like way better? And then I was like, yeah, it would be, because you get a fucking bro. When I was working selling TVs, I would get these dumbass fucking customers coming in all the time, be like, hey, why the fucking TV you sold me have black bars on the side of it? dog. I'm like, dog, what are you talking about? They're like, bro, I was watching the movie the other day, and there's black bars across both the top and the bottom of the screen the entire time. You scammed me, bro. And I'm like, dog, are you fucking... Is this guy like? I was like looking around like this guy's trolling me, right?
Hear me out though. This is a spicy take. I think 16:9 should fuck off.
No, 16:9 is fire.
No. Okay, so I don't have a problem with 16:9 content, but I think they should sell TVs in 21:9.
Like even wider? That'd be crazy.
Yeah, that way you can crop in. You don't have the black bars.
So what are you gonna do if you game? He's cucked.
You just have bars on the side, but you'd still have 16:9. You'd still have 16:9. And then let's say you're watching a movie, because most movies are in 21:9.
This is true, but like...
So it's like you just have your movie on, and it would be full screen for the movies. And then it would be... You wouldn't be losing, like, image size with the 16:9. You just wouldn't have the extra space filled. Or gaming consoles could do 21:9. Because, like, if you play on PC, 21:9 has been a common aspect ratio for decades.
Yeah.
You know? Like, that's pretty common.
I think this is I actually had this thought while I was working there selling TVs. I was like, man, like why don't they just make TVs like that? I think it would cause, for one, I don't know. It's not like as satisfying to our eyes. I think to see a TV that's like thin, like it would look short.
It would look short, yeah.
I think it wouldn't sell very well, and that's like a big thing. Like
I think
people are all about like like the golden ratio. It wouldn't be close enough to that, and people would be like, that's weird, and not buy it.
But then why would people prefer widescreen over 4:3? Because that's close to a square.
Well, the square's not the perfect ratio though.
What's the perfect ratio?
What is it? The golden ratio is like 8 to... I don't know what it is. I know it's not a square. It's like it's like this. It's like what we look at all day. Like,
okay.
16:9 is like close, I think. I think it's pretty close to it.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
I don't know exactly what it is. I know it's supposed to like if you have like a really good face, your face is like that ratio.
Right, yeah.
Like you're not looking for motherfuckers with a square ass face, you know? Like,
right, yeah. It's like the...
Yeah, you want them to have like... I don't know. I'm not a fucking mathematician. Who do I look like over here, bro? Don't know what I'm talking about. I know something about it, but like I don't know what it is, you know?
Yeah, I know what you mean. If you had someone with a square face, you shrunk them down, put them in a jar, you wouldn't jerk off into that jar.
Hey, what?
But if you had someone who had like, the perfect ratio and you shrunk them down, you put them in a jar, you would jerk off into that jar.
Speaking about this, okay. Tess, what are your opinions on like the Taylor Swift AI porn thing? Have you seen this?
I don't know what this is. No.
So there is this thing.
Shocking.
And like it's super split because people are like, some people are like W because like AI porn.
Sure.
And some people are like L because you're taking her likeness and like turning it into like porn, bro.
I think that's L if she's like not consenting to it.
I think it's pretty L as well.
Like I don't see how that's different than like revenge porn or whatever. I mean, I do, but like,
it's not real though.
Yeah, but it's like if people could think it's real, like it becomes like a threat immediately to that person's reputation or whatever.
True. I would agree with this. I don't think it was very cool, but it was also kind of crazy to see like what AI can do. Because like you saw it immediately, and you're like, that's not real. Like, because Taylor, first off, like what the fuck? Taylor's not doing this shit, you know?
I think honestly, we're gonna start seeing like laws and rules around AI.
Oh, there's got to
like,
be. We're getting to this point with AI where it's like we're in like sketchy territories where it's like what can and can't be done with AI, you know? I don't know. I think there's already becoming laws. And also, what was it? I saw something the other day where it was like I think were you telling me about this, where you put like something over your video and it doesn't let people steal your art for AI. Were you telling me about this?
No.
So it's just, I saw this thing where it's like,
cool.
Okay, like let's say you draw a drawing, right? You'd put this filter over it where it changes the colors like a little bit, but like not enough for the human eye to see it. But when AI looks at it, it like fucks it up. So like when they try to steal it, because people will put shit into AI generators and like just pretty much steal artwork and then be like, oh, it's my own because I put it through an AI fucking thing. It makes it so the AI can't like recognize it and it'll just fuck it up essentially.
That's badass.
So I like
normalize that on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
use that.
I think everyone
Where
should
do I download that? Like,
I don't know. I remember hearing about that and being like, oh, that's a good ass idea. Because and I think it's gonna be the same thing for music here soon. Like, AI music's not there yet, but like it's gonna be a thing soon where people are just like, oh, they'll put in a song and it'll say like, make this. I think there'll probably be something where there's gonna be like things you put on your master track where it's just like, fucks it, so like AI can't fuck with it, you know?
Probably, yeah.
So I hope shit like that keeps coming out, because like honestly, like AI's cool, but AI's cool until you're stealing from people, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I've been editing on DaVinci Resolve lately,
Yeah.
and the AI on that's really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like you can use it to like smart select objects. Like you want to get rid of some birds in the background, boom, click them.
Yeah. See,
Get rid
shit
of
like
that
that is
shit.
dope.
And it'll like, it'll retouch the video to look like there's nothing there.
Yeah.
It's like really good, and that's really cool. And that's like a tool that has made like art creation more like accessible to people.
Right.
But like AI that just like is wholesale creating images is like pretty whack, and it's taking away jobs from people.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah, it is a like honestly, like in a few years, let's be honest, like in a few years, sync licensing for like small, like a lot of sync licensing jobs for music probably won't be there anymore, because like a lot of sync licensing is like, okay, company needs music that's copyright free, so they just hit up someone and say, hey, make me just a beat that sounds like this. Boom. Why? As soon as this can be, you put in an AI generator, make beat that sounds like this, and then you're gonna fucking use that in your video. Like people are gonna get fucking screwed over here.
I think it's gonna become like a moral ethical issue, right?
Yeah.
Like I think it's gonna be one of those things that we end up like I think like in the same way that like companies are making like carbon emissions kind of policies now, and like
gonna be like
Apple's like
AI.
we're gonna go 100% carbon free by like 2030 or whatever.
Right.
I think there's gonna be a similar thing with AI where it's like companies are
hope
gonna be
so.
like, we're not gonna hire art, we're not gonna use AI art to like do stuff because it's like anti-humanitarian.
I would hope there'd be laws made, like just how like, you know, hopefully there'll be laws made about self-driving cars not being allowed to, you know, take truck drivers' jobs and stuff like that, you know? I would hope there's going to be laws that are going to be like, hey, you can't use AI art if you're going to be distributing it to large audiences. You know, it's like...
Yeah. I mean, even TikTok, like if you use one of their AI filters now, it says made with AI at the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Like it notifies people that you're using an AI thing.
Yeah.
Which is cool. Like I don't think it's necessarily far enough, but like it's
Yeah.
a good start. Like
For sure.
It lets people make decisions about like what do they support. But also I feel like there's with TikTok, it's like it does that for a lot of the voice effects thing where you can do text to speech.
Yeah.
And like I don't really, if you're using text to speech, I don't really judge that in the same way I judge like
Exactly. The text to speech, you're not stealing someone's ideas.
I mean,
you know?
you're theoretically stealing someone's voice.
Sure.
But like
it's not.
Yeah, I mean, I think like if you've actually created a likeness of someone's voice and they're not consenting to it, that's one thing.
Yeah. Oh, like I was just watching like the fucking Glorb guy. He makes the like SpongeBob rap music. I wouldn't say he's stealing art because he uses SpongeBob's voice. It's like,
But
bros,
do you think theoretically he's stealing work from the SpongeBob voice actors?
no, because he wasn't. No one was hired. No one was gonna hire. First off, SpongeBob voice actors wouldn't fucking be hired to do it. They wouldn't even take that job. That's an insane job to take.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a rap where we're talking about fucking killing each other. Like hell
Sure,
no,
yeah.
they're not taking that job. And it
But
kind of
that's
just opens up.
theoretically a thing they could have created that they now have not created.
Yeah, exactly. I guess they're not gonna create that though.
I guess it's just like it's a tough line with some of that stuff.
For that shit, I think it's like you're not stealing. For me, I thought that was like a pretty creative. They're kind of bangers. Like he's kind of cooking, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
no, for sure.
like homie's kind of cooking.
And I mean, I love those AI Family Guy memes that
Exactly.
going around and shit like that.
I don't know. Those are hilarious, I think.
Like there's definitely a line at which I think it's funny. But also, I don't know. I think probably everybody's feelings on these things is going to evolve a lot as like the kind of role of AI in society grows and changes, and
Yeah.
we'll see how we feel about it in 10, 15 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think.
When all of us are homeless working at the fucking robot farm in a Walmart.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
We're all working for Tesla,
yeah.
Elon Musk's conglomerate. Interesting.
We'll
very
have
interesting.
Justin back soon.
Yeah, we gotta get Justin back on the podcast to fucking play. What the fuck was he playing? Playing on his phone.
There's been one episode of the My Buddy Art podcast that's not released.
Yeah, homie decided to.
And Justin sat here like this the entire time. Mike like laying on his chest. You could hear him like breathing. You could hear his heart beating.
And every once in a while, he'd just say, "Yup," into the microphone. Yup.
And He sat there and he watched One Piece on his phone
That's
and he
what it was.
played Magic the Gathering the entire podcast.
Holy fuck. Hey, we love Justin.
We
by the way.
do love Justin. He
By the
also
way.
complained he couldn't watch One Piece on the TV behind the camera.
Yeah, he was like, let's do a reaction where we all watch One Piece. I was like, Justin, no, because then no one's gonna actually do the pod, bro.
Justin's also like 900 episodes deep in One Piece or something. Like,
Dude, yeah.
we were gonna hop in and have no idea what's happening. Like, all I know about One Piece is that Nami's my little baddie.
Dude, no fucking joke. Can we talk about this?
Yeah.
Bro, I was watching the live act because I'm a fucking loser.
The live action rules.
Okay, the live action's fire, and I don't care anyone who says it, it's fire. Like, I'm not about to watch 1,000 episodes. Fuck that. Bro, the actor they cast for fucking Nami, holy sheesh, bro. Is that a Nami? Yeah, that fucking redheaded girl.
The redhead girl.
My little fucking baddie. Holy shit.
So she's super bad. She's also like, you look at her Instagram, she's been simping for Nami for like years.
No way.
Like,
that's
she's like
fire.
a huge fan. So
No.
it's like,
oh, that's sick
huge
as
dub
fuck.
all around.
That's fucking sick. Imagine being like, that's like casting your dream character, low key. That's fucking sick.
Yeah, I can't tell if it was like a dream character or like she's just horny for her.
I mean, either way.
But it's like maybe
W.
both, honestly.
Yeah. Also, the Nami in like the show, like in like the anime, is kind of strange because
the massive tit buff.
Yeah, her tits just get way bigger.
Yeah,
And-
they're growing ever more.
It's so strange.
I don't know why. Okay, so I'm like 60 episodes deep on the anime.
Yeah.
Which I watched because I liked the live action so much. For
Okay.
everybody who's hating on the live action,
Live action's good.
it like did its job. It
Yeah,
got
fuck
me
them.
to watch it.
Yeah.
Did you see their? Hold on, we'll loop back around to that. 60 episodes in, it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
But also, she's like a great character.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like, it's made me like more invested.
yeah.
But the other thing I guess is like Netflix announced a remake of the anime from the studio that did Attack on Titan, not Mappa, the original one.
Wait, what do you mean like a remake? Like
they're
just gonna
remaking
like,
One Piece from the beginning.
They're just gonna like reanimate it type shit, or
I think they're gonna rewrite
recast.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like a ground up
Holy
remake, running side by side with the original anime and the live action.
Okay, that's strange. Honestly, that's a strange idea. Be like, okay,
I
they
think-
just want to cash in. Those motherfuckers just want to cash
For
in, right?
any other anime, I think it would be really weird. For One Piece, I kind of get it.
They want to fucking cash in.
Because hear me
bro.
out. Think about how many people watch the live action.
Yeah.
And we're about it because they got to watch 60 episodes worth of content almost in like
Yeah.
10 episodes. And it
Okay.
was like really tightly paced. And think about how long One Piece is. It's like you get into like the 900s in that show, and like half the episode's new content and half the content's
This is
recap,
what I've heard.
right?
I've heard it's like recap, 10 minutes new content, and then recap. Which is
Yeah.
just like, who the fuck wants to watch a show like that, bro?
So I kind of understand why they would want to do it to fix the pacing issues.
yeah,
Because like one, there's no way they can pass it before the manga finishes.
right.
And two, the manga's like going to end in the next 2 or 3 years.
Damn, they're gonna find it.
And
huh?
the show, I don't know.
They're gonna find it.
Presumably they're going to find the One Piece, and the One Piece is going to be real.
Let's go.
And like they're going to find the video of Mr. Beast's cock or whatever.
Wait, what?
There was like a meme on Twitter where it was like it was playing the One Piece is real meme, and it showed like the big guy flexing from that original meme that just
Yeah.
cuts like images of Mr. Beast's face like photoshopped over like a porn star with like a dick like going up to like here, just like an 8-incher.
It's a W.
I'll show it to you after the pod.
This
It's a
reminds me of
banger.
This reminds me of the Drake leaks. You seen the Drake leaks?
Did Drake's cock leak?
Drake's cock leaked, guys. Kind of
Is it cool? Is it a good cock?
good cock. Bro's got
Solid cock.
Bro's got a nice cack. Insane thing to say.
I mean, I feel like lately has been a good time for celebrity cock reveals.
This is true.
Nathan Fielder, we got to see his cock on
Oh?
the Curse.
Did we?
It's pretty small.
Rip, bro.
He's got like a pathetic tiny cock.
Hey, whoa. I
No,
will not have no slander against small cocked people. Okay?
I'm not hating on
You said pathetic?
small cock. And there's something maybe it's just the show, the way it's framed. It's like like the way the show.
Oh, so like
frames
it was like meant to see his cock.
Oh yeah,
He's like, all right.
yeah, basically.
It's fucking crazy. Why?
The curse is wild. It
That's
is. I
fucking
think it's.
crazy.
I don't know if it still is. At the time it released, it was like one of the most divisive shows ever made. Like you looked at Rotten Tomatoes and the critic score was
Yeah.
like 98 and the fan score was like 3.
Oh, damn.
Um,
Damn. So like, okay, it's like one of those where it's like
it's like very uncomfortable to watch.
interesting. I mean, bro showed his cock. It's kind of strange.
Yeah, it's like him and I forget the actress's name. Um, it's like some big actress though, and Nathan Fielder and Benny Safdie, and the three of them are just like the most insufferable people in the world.
I mean, was my bro bricked up or what?
I don't remember honestly.
See, like you can't judge a soft cock.
This was like right around the time I went
Straight
back
slander.
to Connecticut, so it's been a while since I've seen Nathan Fielder's dong.
Okay. Yeah, you can't judge someone's soft cock. This is ridiculous. I mean, what if they grow? You know what I'm saying?
I'm not hating anyone with a small cock.
Okay.
To be clear.
Hey, we love you, small cock audience. Okay. And just as much as the big cock audience. Okay.
I'll be real. Big cock sometimes uncomfortable.
Big cock most of the time uncomfortable. I feel like.
Yeah.
if I was a woman, bro, I would not want some massive shit going in me, bro. Fuck that.
Once I get like about 5.5 inches in there, I'm like, I'm good.
That's enough. Yeah.
It's like enough.
Yeah. I would definitely be the same way. I could never imagine. Yikes.
Yeah. So I mean, like, it gets big enough. Eventually, you just have to do anal, right? Because like the most women's vaginas stop at 6 or 7 inches, but the asshole that'll go for miles.
Oof.
So that's kind of like what it turns.
That would
to.
hurt so fucking bad though. Imagine being like, damn, this shit's too long for my fucking cootie. So let me put it in my ass, bro. What?
Yeah, I mean that's
painful, bro. Holy fuck.
If you got the monster dong, you gotta be into anal.
It's fucked, bro.
Or I mean, you gotta find some girl who's got like an ungodly long vagina.
Yeah, just massive uterus. Is that the right?
I don't know.
Is that the right term?
I don't know.
They got the shit, dog. They got that long shit.
Yeah, like they, you know.
Damn, it's been a while. So since you left, I played another show here in LA. It was fun. It's a lot of fun. Except, dude, the fucking. I don't want to talk bad on them. Actually, it was fun. It was a lot of fun, honestly. And what else I do? I released my showcase mix out on SoundCloud. Check it out.
Link will be in the description.
It's fire. And I'm just gearing up for 2024. I've got like so much cool shit in the bank. Oh, I'm so excited, honestly. Like I've got a bunch of cool songs and I've got like so much cool promo.
On top of music, we've also talked a little bit about streaming.
Ooh, true.
I don't know if we want to announce anything yet, but
I mean, no, expect it. I mean,
yeah,
I need to get pretty much like, I think the streams are coming. Like I'm ready to start streaming. We just got to like do it.
Yeah, basically you can expect streams. I think we're going to do separate streams, and then I think we're going to try and do 1 or 2 a week here together, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. Well, I mean, expect streams. Yeah, I think it would be fun. I think it'll be cool.
Yeah. I mean, one of the things that's cool is like we can just hook this setup up to the computer
True.
and stream.
Yeah, honestly, if there's anyone watching right now that has any ideas like of games you want us to play or if you want us to react to something, I don't know.
Yeah.
Let us know.
We'll in the comments.
We'll do it, you know.
Speaking about games, I think we've both been on a bit of a gamer arc lately.
We are. I've recently refound my like love for gaming because like honestly I mean I game consistently, but like recently I've been like gaming. You know, like before it was like I'd put on, you know, I'd play a few games like once a week, you know. And now it's like, you know, I hop in the Discord and me and the boys are running the finals lately. That fucking game's got me hooked. I haven't played a game like that in a while where I'm like, holy fuck, this is fun. You know?
It's really cool from what I've played, which is not much.
I love that game.
I think all the destructible kind of like environment stuff has like kind of done a lot to pull people back in.
Oh, yeah.
That it just feels different. Like
it just, something about it. Just like it. I haven't played a shooter that feels like fresh in a while, and I played that one. I was like, oh, this is cool, you know?
Yeah, it's like I think shooters have been in like not in a dire state. Like, you know, it's not like they were going away, but like they weren't really doing it for a lot of people for a while. It's kind of like people are just playing it because it was like comfort food or you know, like what they did. But Final really seems to have gripped people. I don't know if it's still doing better than the new Call of Duty, but it was for a long time.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Like, I mean, the new Call of Duty sucks, though. Like
yeah, but like Call of Duty has like kind of always been like the big game every year.
This is true.
So for something to usurp it, like even if it's because it's horseshit is
Yeah,
like still
it's
a big
good.
deal.
It's good. Yeah,
It's also good for the industry.
it's good to see different developers too, like doing shit. You know.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like it might be killing Xbox now too.
Yes. Okay, I saw this. Is this
Yeah.
true? I saw that they're done making consoles. Is this true news or facts?
I don't know that they're done making consoles. I think they're done making exclusives.
Okay.
But I also think what's more likely to happen is like a game will come to Xbox, so it'll be there in PC for a year, and then it'll come to PS5.
Holy shit. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't think
dude.
they're gonna like totally like wrap it up.
I saw somewhere that was like done. I don't know. Did you see
Did they
these rumors
officially
too?
announce that, or is that?
I don't know. I saw like I just kept seeing.
So
rumors
I know they're
about
making
it.
an official announcement this week
Okay.
about something. The people have been saying that they think like Xbox is done as a brand.
I mean,
I don't think that's done. I don't think that's the case.
Xbox sucks. I'm gonna be honest. Xbox sucks. Who the fuck owns an Xbox these days? Like that. Okay. If you're buying a console and you buy an Xbox, you're fucking geeking. To be honest, like you're
like,
geeking. I'll stand on that. Like back in the day, it made sense because it was like, oh, all my friends have an Xbox. Now that everything's cross-platform, they fucked themselves
So
because now everyone just buys the better one. Which
if
is
you
PS5.
don't want to buy games, it's great because Game Pass. It's also, I'll say this: the new Xbox is the better machine to watch discs on. Like if you watch a lot of movies physically,
yeah.
the Xbox is like a way better experience to watch stuff. You got Dolby Vision. You know, PS5 just added Atmos like a month ago or 2 months ago.
Which is interesting because like that's kind of why the PS like one blew up. You think about this, like, because people would be like,
so
you know,
so you can watch stuff on the PS5 perfectly fine. It's just the disc drive is loud as a motherfucker.
oh yeah,
Like
yeah,
it's just not as like the Xbox is quiet. It runs smoother. It's got better like AV support for like Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos.
yeah,
It's just like a smoother experience for watching things.
yeah,
But like, you know, it's like not why you're buying a gaming console most of the time.
You're buying
either.
it to game, bro.
Yeah, so
and
it's
like ever since cross-platform happened, like Xbox has just been on the like decline. Because I feel like back in the day,
I mean, they also just can't get a good exclusive out the door, right? Like Starfield was horseshit.
But the only reason motherfuckers ever bought Xbox back in the day is because my friends had it. You know, oh, my friends have Xbox, so I'm just gonna buy an Xbox.
Well, yeah, but why are your friends of Xbox? So
because they got finessed.
No, they had Xbox because they wanted to play Halo, or they wanted to play Gears of War, or they wanted to play like one of the games that was only on Xbox.
This is true.
Because the PS3 was like because 360 is when the Xbox was like huge, right?
Yeah.
And the 360 was huge because the PS3 was a nightmare to develop for.
Yeah.
So games ran worse, or were exclusive to it.
Yeah.
And the PlayStation exclusives that generation were like not great.
Oh,
like,
what are you talking about? Last of Us.
Okay, so Last of Us was good, but it
Until
also,
Dawn, come on.
Last of Us is good, but it didn't run super well. So the PS4 version of Last of Us is like when that game kind of like became like truly worth playing, I think.
Yeah.
And then before that, they were struggling because like they were kind of a lot of Japanese developers who are the companies that like develop exclusive for PlayStation.
Yeah.
We're doing this weird thing of like trying to appeal to the West. So you got these like really gritty shooter games that nobody wanted to play.
Right.
You know, like Capcom kind of went through the Crapcom era, and then like look at like last generation, you know, Resident Evil 7 happens, then all the Resident Evil remakes, Monster Hunter, like all those games kind of like started blowing up again.
Yeah.
And now Capcom's like a giant I mean, they're multi-platform, but it's like Sony just took an L with the PS3.
Yeah.
But then like Xbox One comes out, they focus too hard on media. The new Halo sucked.
New Halo's terrible.
Like new Gears of War was good, but it took forever to come out, and it didn't appeal to the same group of people who loved the first three.
The new Halo sucked. Like if Destiny can do better than like, come on, bro.
I mean, Destiny is
sucks.
Bungie, who made the original Halo games.
I know, but Destiny sucks.
Yeah.
Like Destiny was like wanting to be Halo, and it just wasn't. It was like PlayStation.
The thing
Halo.
with the Destiny games is they felt really good to play.
They like were fine, but they weren't good.
Everything about the ecosystem in it, like in the levels, sucked.
I didn't understand. Like I tried to play Destiny, and I was like, this just like isn't fun. Like it's like a game that felt really good to play, like and like the shooting mechanics were good and stuff like that, but like I don't know, the story sucked. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
And it was just like it literally the whole thing was every single time I played, I was like, oh, this is like Halo, but like for PS4.
Yeah.
And it was like that's whack.
Yeah, no, and now we're in a place where Sony has a lot of good exclusives.
Oh yeah.
A lot of the developers that like were developing first for the consoles, even if they weren't exclusives, are like back to making good games.
Yeah.
And Xbox just can't get anything out. Like Starfield sucked. Halo Infinite was like half baked. It should have been delayed another year.
Right.
They just never should have announced that game until it was like close to being done. Um, the new Indiana Jones game looks great. Is it enough to save the console? Like, nah.
Nah.
Um,
I mean, half-baked games is what fucks people, to be honest.
yeah, I mean, I think live service models in general are kind of attached to that.
Yeah.
Like this whole thing with the game will just go forever and you can play it endlessly. Like if so many games release unfinished because of that.
Yeah.
And I mean it's like it's killing them. I mean look at the new fucking Suicide Squad game.
Yeah.
Like that's a fucking DCIP. That game should be huge. And on fucking Steam it was getting outsold by fucking Persona, which is like a niche fucking
Yeah.
JRPG franchise. Like
Yeah. They're in the house like carpet, though.
yeah.
They are in the house like carpet. Be listening for that bar.
Yeah, we may have snuck in a reference to Persona Trinity Soul in one of our songs. Which honestly, like I tried watching that show. Don't
watch it.
Just play Persona 3 instead. Just like play it again if you gotta.
Or do watch it just for the fucking song.
I think the people who like want to watch Persona Trinity Soul and should watch Persona Trinity Soul don't need me to tell them that.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
they're the people who are in deep enough that like it being good or not doesn't matter.
They're in too deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in too deep.
Like if you even know that show exists, you're in.
You're in
like,
too deep, bro.
Like you didn't learn about Persona with P5. Like you've been hanging around for a while.
Yeah, there's no leaving at this point.
You know what the only good game on the PS Vita was.
Oh, the PS Vita, holy shit.
That I bought that thing. Literally, I played Persona 4 Golden on it. I beat that game like 3 times, sunk like 350 hours, and was like, yeah, I got my money's worth on this system.
The PS Vita was a wild idea, honestly.
It was a great idea.
It was a great idea. They just didn't have the technology to like do it. It felt like
it's just nobody put any good games on it. Like
Yeah.
Persona 4 Golden was great. It was the only reason to play that system.
This is true.
It's like the only game better than a 7 that was like exclusive to it.
Yeah.
Like, and they put out Uncharted for it, and it was whack. Like, they just like didn't make any good Vita games.
To be honest, I tried to play Uncharted.
Yeah,
Just not very good.
I'm not a lover of Uncharted either, but I get why people fuck with it.
I don't get the hype. What's the hype, bro? It's just so fucking boring.
I mean, I think the hype is just that, like, you know, it's Indiana Jones, but a game.
Yeah, but it's so boring.
I also think Nathan Drake is like not as fun as Indiana Jones, just as a character.
Yeah.
Like Indiana Jones is dope.
Yeah.
Except the new one, but we don't have to.
I haven't even seen the new one. So.
Don't. I haven't seen it either, but I know.
That's when I watched.
I know they AI deepfaked Harrison Ford's face onto a younger guy's body because they couldn't make him do action scenes because homie's like almost 80.
Yeah, holy fuck. Damn, that's unfortunate.
It's also just sad. They just like make him like a miserable alcoholic, and it's like, oh come on, don't do indie like that.
Damn, yeah, that sucks.
Like just yeah.
Last one I saw was when they got like that fucking alien skull, whatever.
Crystal Skull.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking
just
sick.
leave it there. Yeah.
Fucking awesome.
That movie is like that movie gets a lot of hate. Doesn't deserve it.
I mean, it was cool. Like I don't know, people be hating.
I mean, I think it was like the original trilogy of Indiana Jones is great.
Fire. Yeah.
And then Crystal Skull's like an okay movie.
Yeah.
It's like good. It's like a 7.
Yeah.
But it's just like it's not
the
legendary.
Yeah, it's not the original.
I mean?
It's not the original 3.
Yeah, it's kind of like when they made the Star Wars.
That's what I was about to say. It's the Star
like,
Wars situation.
where it's like when the Star Wars prequels suck, but like even if they had been good, people still wouldn't.
You don't like the Star Wars prequels?
I'm a little bit of a hater.
Wait, why? They're so good. Okay, they're not as good as the first 3, but like, come on, they're good.
You know what? I'll say this: the second 2, a lot better than the first.
Yeah.
Without Jar Jar running around going, it's a gooper fish.
This is an L take because you know Jar Jar Binks was going to be a Sith Lord.
Okay, that's the other thing. I would respect it more if George Lucas had gone like full cock out and just stuck with that.
Because do you think it was going to happen? I do. Now that I look at the evidence, I think that's what it was going to be.
I don't know, but like I do think George Lucas definitely like shit his pants a little bit.
Yeah,
and, like, changed stuff.
removed that fucker.
I also just like think that like I don't know. My problem with the prequels is the same problem that everyone has with the prequels, which is like it's just like all CG.
Well,
you look at the originals, and the originals like are all like really like practical effects, and like you know, like almost everything you see was done on set.
Right. Which like today's movie standards, people don't even give a fuck about that anymore, which is kind of crazy.
I mean, I do think some people care though.
Some people do, but most people don't. Like you look at the new, you see the movies that are doing really big numbers now, and it's like 90%.
Barbie and Oppenheimer.
Well, like not those.
Those
movies were good, and those movies were good for a reason.
But they were also Barbie was the #1 selling movie of last year, and Oppenheimer was number 3.
Those ones did a lot of practical effects. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
those ones are good. So those ones are fire.
We don't know this, but it sounds like they might have let Nolan set off an actual nuke to film that scene.
No.
Because nothing has been said about how it was done, but they said the explosion was done practically.
No.
It was done practically. Is it nuclear? Probably not.
Probably not. It's probably like a napalm.
But they did it practically.
They probably wait, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, at least that's what it sounds like. There's a chance that they like kind of did what Barbie did, which was they did stuff practically and then they like built on it with effect.
Yeah.
But Nolan like famously like doesn't do effects.
Yeah.
Like Interstellar, have you seen that one?
Fucking amazing movie.
Yeah, Interstellar, all the stars outside of the ship, they built screens around and moved them.
No way.
They didn't CGI that.
It's crazy.
Yeah, so it's like...
That movie's good as fuck. Well, they had to CGI the scene where he's in the black hole, though. I mean, right?
It's one of the only things they did digitally in that movie.
Have to. Oh, that movie's so good. That movie rules. I'm literally going to go home and watch that
That's probably my favorite Christopher Nolan, honestly.
I loved Oppenheimer. People also hated on that one. Don't know why. I thought it was such a great film.
I just thought it was a weird... I think as someone who'd like wanted a movie about Oppenheimer for a minute, it just like wasn't what I would do. And I also think that like, you know, making a blockbuster style movie about like the nuclear bomb kind of rubbed me a certain way. But overall, I do like it. Like I
mean, it's a movie about one of the most important times, maybe like one of the most important times in human history. Like I think it is an important angle to look at. Like the whole movie was about him regretting it. And
I just wish I had focused more on his like activist work afterwards.
Sure.
And a little bit less kind of on like the moment of the bomb. And like I get that that's like how you sell the movie in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And I get that that's like obviously an important moment and like how he comes to regret it and everything.
I think it was done pretty tastefully because like it starts out as being like America, badass America, like, and people are thinking it's gonna be like one of those movies, you know? And then it like becomes like, nah.
Yeah,
America sucks.
The movie is very strongly anti-imperialist.
Yeah,
I really like that part about it.
Yeah, it's cool.
No, I mean, like, look big picture. All of 2023 was crazy for movies.
Yeah,
and you look at like the Oscar Best Pictures list this year. It's so stacked.
There's a lot of cool stuff.
There's a lot of really cool stuff. Like Oppenheimer was fantastic.
Yeah,
Killers of the Flower Moon is like probably the most important movie of Scorsese's career.
Yeah,
at least at a very long time. And I mean, Lily Gladstone's performance in that film is like an absolute treasure. Barbie is also extremely cool.
Barbie's dope.
You know, like that movie is super cool for a lot of reasons. Poor Things is great. Yorgos Lanthimos, like, just cooking at his weirdest movie yet.
Yeah.
Zone of Interest, like, looks really cool. I haven't seen it, but
I think there is a lot of cool stuff in 2020. I'm glad to see I'm glad to see that there was no like I'm not a hater, but there's no like Avengers Endgame head ass on there, you know, like.
Yeah, I mean they usually avoid that, but like I think the thing that's interesting this year is that like a lot of the movies that got nominated for Best Pictures are movies that people were excited to see.
Yeah.
Whereas in previous years it was a lot of movies where people were like, I don't feel like I know what this is.
Right.
Like there's the clip of Trevor Noah that went viral like a year or two back, where he was like, I feel like these aren't the movies like I'm watching.
Yeah.
It's super crazy the way award shows just have felt out of touch.
It's got to be some like that shit's got to be like my friend knows a friend, right? Like it's got to be.
So it's partly that. It's also partly like just Academy. It's like, you know, people are so deeply tied to the industry.
Yeah.
That like what they see isn't what normal people see.
I mean, that's true. Yeah.
But I think that's one of the things that's really fucking cool about the Oscars this year.
Yeah.
Is that like, you know, I think the deepest cut on the Best Pictures list is Zone of Interest.
Yeah. Which
is like a movie that like did really well in England where it was made.
Right.
And like, you know, it's kind of picking up interest here. The Holdovers has like held out in theaters for a while. I haven't seen it. Nobody I know is talking about it really.
Yeah.
But like other than that, like Oppenheimer killed it. Oppenheimer, Barbie, all did really well. Killers of the Flower Moon has enjoyed like sustained success.
Yeah.
People are loving Poor Things.
Right.
Like, it's like there's 4 movies right there
Heaters.
that like Heaters, normal people gave a shit about them.
Yeah.
And like, they have big names attached to it doing like genuinely artful, thoughtful things.
Yeah.
And like and all for very different reasons, which is really cool.
Right.
So I don't know. It's the first time in a long time I think that's felt true of like an award show in any industry, honestly.
Right. Yeah, bro. Like, did you see the Golden Globe head ass
Golden
motherfuckers?
Globe was crazy.
That fucking guy, bro. What the fuck? There's also just the fucking awards they gave out were whack as fuck.
Yeah.
The way they were like, bro, they like gave Ryan Gosling all the credit for like.
That was crazy. Shout out to Ryan Gosling getting up there though and being like this is whack.
Yeah, he's like, this fucking y'all suck, essentially.
Yeah, and I mean they also did the the Emmys for TV and kind of a lot of the TV awards. Did they do those at the Golden Globes? I don't
remember.
I don't know about it, but like, I mean it's funny this year. There's not much good TV. I feel like. So it's like you look at all the major TV award shows. It was like best episode, and like 6 of them were like episodes from Succession, and then there'd be like 1 episode of The Bear.
Oh yeah,
it's just like
The Bear. Well, The Bear came out a while ago, didn't it?
There was a new season last year.
Okay, I
haven't seen it yet, but
okay.
First season of The Bear is great.
Yeah.
I mean, Succession deserves all the wins it got.
Yeah.
That show's like incredible, but also like I think the dialogue around television last year and this year would be very different without that show.
Right.
There's just not much. Like, the Scott Pilgrim anime adaptation was great, but it's also like 2 hours.
For sure.
Yeah,
who's watching it, bro?
I mean, it was good.
Yeah.
It's real good. It's just like it's like a movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like most people I know sat down, watched it in 1 or 2 settings, loved it, and then moved on. Like,
right. Hey. Here we go. All right.